So welcome everybody to episode 3 of Podcast Charge. Podcast Charge. And I'm your host, Hector Ramirez. Today is April 24th, 2015. A nice Friday today. I'm here with a special guest, Mr. Justin Farrar.
Hello, everybody. My name's Justin Farrar. You know, I'm glad to be on your show here. I was here for some of them, or I watched a lot of the videos, even though there's only 2, and this is the third one. I'm gonna say a lot because it's a lot of work to put this together.
It's a lot of work. a lot of work.
Yeah. So want me to introduce myself?
Yeah.
All right. So, furthermore, I'm a criminal justice major. Shout out to the Henry Lee School College of Criminal Justice.
CJ.
Know you CJ people out there. Mm-hmm. Love. I'm also a veteran here of the Air Force, 5.5 years. I count the half, even though other people don't. I do. And many of you people, say the Chair Force. I say aim high, guys. Aim high. Higher. And that's what we do. Outside of that, I was a former president of the Veterans Association here on campus. And I'm an active member on campus and outside campus to all the nonprofit organizations. And also a co-host of Voice of the Veteran that's aired here at WNHU on Fridays from 12 to 1. So, yeah, that's what I do here. And I like this school.
Yeah. But most importantly, do you like the food at the school?
Actually, the school, they actually had something really cool. A good friend of mine, Brienne, she's a nutrition major, and she got together with the department heads in Sodexo and did some real big managing, and they changed the menu for one of the days this past week. So whichever day during the week when the food was the greatest, that's probably the day
nice shout
that
out.
It got.
Nice shout
I just want to give a shout out to Brienne for her intuition and forward progress on that. But the food here at this campus, because personally, I think the best food is in the library.
Yeah.
The buffet is.
No, they have good food. They have good. The thing
really
is about. I love the food at the library because you introduced me to that. I'm like, this is the best thing ever.
It is.
I mean, get tilapia with some potatoes and some salad.
And it's a buffet, people.
Yeah,
it's empty
buffet.
the plate and go back and get some more.
And in the afternoons, but it's still really good.
It closes at 2, so if you can't get out of class early, you know a friend that can hook you up. Tell them to go to the library.
Yep. Again, buffet, first come, first serve.
Yeah.
So so that's what Podcast Charge is, folks. It's just a conversational podcast. We're going to talk about the news of, I almost forgot the name of the school, UNH. I was going to say WNH, but that's not right. The news of UNH, and quick shout out to a couple of other stuff that's going on during the weekend. And then later half, we're going to talk about topic of choice, which my friend Justin here has provided.
You'll enjoy it.
Trust
me.
So, what's going on for a whole bunch of emails are being sent out this whole week. I think I got over 20 emails this week. If you have not checked, you should probably look into some of them because one of the emails that we got is for the New Haven Symphony Orchestra. They're needing workers. Yeah, they're needing workers. They need ushers.
Easiest $40 you'll ever make.
Yeah.
Wednesday from 8 to 12? 8 to 12:30, I think. 8 to 12:30. You have to get in your application to the Career Development Center.
Yep, so the Career Development Center at newhaven.edu. With the subject line, New Haven Symphony Orchestra. Again, what you'll be doing is you'll be an usher. The requirements: you must have a positive attitude towards children, have to climb stairs, and be available for full duration event, which is 4 hours. Again, $10 an hour, so it's $40 Yeah. Again, it's good for anybody who just wants to reach out and help the community. And application deadlines are at 10 a.m. on Monday, April 27th. So if you really want to go for it, might as well, right? Next little event that we're having is Six Flags trip. For sign-ups has already begun on April 23rd, which was yesterday or Thursday at 9 p.m. But not a lot of people look at their emails. So
which Six Flags are we going? Is that for?
Probably the closest one.
Oh.
Which is what? It's not. It can't be.
It actually is even. I think it's even space. There's one up north New England, and there's in New Jersey, which is the greatest Six Flags ever. If you ever talk about going to Six Flags, that is the only one to mention in the nation.
Definitely.
Jersey rocks. I'm from Jersey, by the way.
No. No, that is the one. No, that is one that you need to go to because that one has the best roller coasters.
Yeah,
I think I think they might be talking about Massachusetts though. If it's
if you go,
I believe,
and you want to buy season tickets, just suck it up for a year.
Yeah.
Because after that, you can go to any Six Flags in the nation, and you're gonna want to use them at Great Adventures in New Jersey.
Definitely. But the thing is, the email it only said Great Adventures, it didn't say which one.
Okay.
So either way, if you want to sign up for it, just go to Charger Connection, and you're able to do that. this bus is going to be leaving on April 26th at 10 a.m. at Maxey Hall, and it's going to come back around 8 p.m. So it's a good 12-hour day.
That is Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday, April 26th. So that's why it's like coming back so early at 8 p.m.
Oh,
yeah. It's only for full-time undergraduate students as well, so get on that if you want to. For the yearbooks, the yearbooks will be available April 29th. It'll be available in Bartell's tables from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And for undergraduate seniors, they get it for free, so I think that's pretty fair. You know, seniors getting yearbooks for free. And others have to pay $10. That includes other undergraduate students like juniors, sophomores, freshmen, as well as faculty and any kind of staff. And it's first come, first serve, so if you want your yearbook, go ahead and go get it.
Wow.
April 29th.
Yeah, I think you know it's free when they say first come, first serve. Like, it wasn't included in tuition at all. Like, it's like, yo, this is free. You better come and get it.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good. Came and mailed to my house.
We're not reprinting this. This is
exclusive.
It's final cut.
Exclusive. And lastly, a shout out to Black Student Union that are hosting the Black and Latino Weekend. And this is the first time I ever heard about this. It's going on from April 23rd through the 26th, and they're having different cool events are going on, like, what was it, Sankofa Ball?
The Sankofa, that's Saturday.
Sankofa.
And I think tonight...
Tonight
is the fashion show. There's a fashion show
yeah,
tonight. I think they had something else.
At 6 and 7, it's a fashion show. Again, it's open to anybody, right?
Anybody. It's free for all. I went for the last year, and I think it went the last year before. And it was dope. I didn't know it was going to be as good as it was. And they always have something new to offer for entertainment really cool. And stuff. It's really cool. All right, it's not you only have to be a chick to go. It's a fashion show. It's really cool. Like, they have really good DJs and everything. Like, it's really
that's nice.
Yeah,
that's nice. And so the rest is going to be in the email. But I think one of the cool things they have is poetry slam, which I'm down for some poetry. You know, open poetry would be really cool.
The word. Get your fingers ready.
All right, I got a couple poems for you right now. No.
You're going to hit us off, man, with some words, man.
So let's get into the big news stories. We have 3 big ones that we're going to be talking about a little bit. And the first one is Greek Week that actually just happened the past week. So University of New Haven put on its annual Greek Week for the week of April 13th. And what Greek Week is, a whole bunch of Greek organizations come together and they basically battle it out for like the best Greek organization and different various activities, which is pretty cool. So it went on for the entire week and it included different events like physical exercises, so anything from like tug of war to it says cross the river with a few or more stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Obstacle courses. Awesome. Another event was King of the Castle, where they had to take cans and build like the highest castle. And,
wow!
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And what was it? Travis McHugh, who was a Greek coordinator. Yeah, Greek Week coordinator. There you go.
Boom.
Got it.
That's what I'm talking. Take your time.
We got this. Who was elected by the All Greek Council and ran each event and coordinated all the activities. So good job to him.
Big up to you.
And a special shout out to Kappa Gamma Rho, who won the week of
Kappa Gamma
Greek
Rho,
Week, which is pretty awesome.
That's dope.
Yeah,
and taking W's is what it's all about.
Oh yeah,
and camaraderie is what it's all about. It's about community involvement and stuff, and winning at the same time. But community involvement over winning, maybe. They
got the W. And actually, speaking of community involvement, it says Greek Week is a perfect display of Greek unity throughout the campus.
Boom. I didn't even read that.
Said Richard Rotella said that he was a Sigma Chi brother. Said it creates an environment where students who do not normally interact with each other interact and promote inter-organizational growth. So really cool. It's one of those things that has deeper meanings to what it really is. Not just about battling out.
Coagulation.
Yes. It's all about school community.
Coming together.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Like the Michael Jackson song.
Michael Jackson song.
Come together right now.
Oh yes. You're right.
I can't sing it. I don't have a voice.
No, don't worry about it. Okay, wait. Karaoke some other night. So, next one is Take Back the Night, No One's Alone. Actually, quick shout out to actually wrote that last article, who was Emma Odell. Odell. And then the other one we're going to go over is Take Back the Night, No One's Alone by, who was the first guest of podcast stars, Samantha Higgins. And this event was a little bit more serious in its tone. It was hosted by the Victimology Club. That was on Tuesday, April 14th, and it was held to create a space to honor victims and survivors of sexual assault with a mission to end sexual assault in all forms, so a very, very good cause for it. Jennifer Wenderoth, college advocate for the Rape Crisis Center of Milford, opened the night by assuring the full room that there would be no reporting that night. It was a safe place for all and anyone who was free and welcome to share a story, poem, or song. So probably a very sentimental night for a lot of people. There's various speakers as
Bring
well.
your Kleenex tissues to that next year.
Yeah.
Next year, don't forget. Look out for this, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Victimology Club. They're doing a lot of good work.
Oh, yeah.
Getting the advocacy and the word out. And,
Definitely.
Campus, being aware and such, man.
Yeah.
Shout out.
The funny thing is, not funny, but one of the things is that Sexual Assault Awareness Month is April.
April. Oh yeah. So hey, it ties in. So next April, look out for this event here.
Yeah, I think I definitely want to go to that next year just to give some appreciation.
So you're gonna do your word thing. I know you started the poem thing, but are you gonna finish it next year in April? Because I think there's a lot of people who would love to hear you.
That sounds good.
Yeah. You get a whole year to work on it.
So there you go. I got a lot of time. So various guest speakers attended, which was campus police, other speakers for informational purposes and saying, if you need help, this is where you need to go, this is what you do, kind of stuff. As well as student speakers, and there's motivational videos that are promoted as well. And the last tag of her article, which I liked a lot, was she put, the main message throughout the night was that no one was alone. The night was emotionally packed, but the room was filled with warriors. So that's good job, Sam.
That's good.
Good job, Sammy.
Shout out to Sam.
Yeah. Gotta love Sammy.
Good work.
Lastly, ChargerTHON was a 12-hour dance marathon that happened recently on April 13th, and again ended in a 12-hour dance marathon in the German club. So that's pretty cool. Actually, it says on the night of April 17th. Sorry about that.
Sorry, it's a misprint.
Yeah,
misprint. In his brain.
And their goal was to make $12,000. At the end, they made $6,288, which is still a lot of money.
It is. Halfway there.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely
cool, though.
And it is said that they're raising money for the Connecticut Children's Medical Center, which is Connecticut's only Children's Miracle Network hospital. So they're raising money for children in the Children's Hospital.
That's great, man. Taking on big things.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great initiative.
Oh, completely. And Amy Reed was the co-founder of ChargerTHON. I quote, "It was a long journey to get here, but I can't believe how amazing it turned out and to get the opportunity to meet beautiful people, two beautiful and inspirational miracle children that made all of our work truly pay off." And the two children she was talking about were two kids named Allie and Colin. Allie has a disease that requires her to be hospitalized about 5 to 6 times a year. And her younger brother, Colin, has autism as well as epilepsy, so they're raising money for definitely a great cause. Shout out to those two wonderful kids for making it out that night.
Yeah.
And
Troopers.
Completely. So ChargerTHON, what it was, the club was decorated with shirts and I'm sorry. Yes. So
he's getting himself together, y'all. Yeah. That's good.
But it was just it was a whole dance. It was a 12-hour dance marathon, and it says that there was a morale dance, which was a great mix of songs and moves, uniquely created by the ChargerTHON team, and it included mixes from boy bands to 90s music to even Disney songs.
90s.
Yeah.
90s music. That's where it's at.
And the dance marathon ended on a very positive note, and some awards were given out to participants for the best dancer, best spirit, and top fundraisers. So that's really awesome.
That's how you raise more than $6,000 the next year, because they got their eyes on the prize.
And they can do it too.
They can do it.
Because with Up Till Dawn, which is an event that I attended and covered with Samantha Higgins, as well as a couple others, they raised, I believe, over $80,000.
Yeah.
Which is awesome, and that's for St. Jude's Health Center. Yeah. So that's really, really cool. And that'll be it. And then a nice little Harley Quinn background for there. That you guys can't see, but don't worry, Harley. All right, so
that's interesting.
Yeah, why not? So we're gonna get into the second half of the show, which is what do you got for me, Justin?
Okay. Hector told me, you know what? I want you on the show. Would you mind doing that? I was like, man, I don't mind. Call me anytime. He said you get to pick the topic, and then just like you're looking at a blank paper, but I got something. So the topic is going to be about internships, and we are lucky to have them He picked his up this week early. He came into the FYSC and he was dressed up, ready. And I was asking him, why are you in a suit? He's like, I had an interview today with Bridgeport.
Yeah, with the city of Bridgeport.
City of Bridgeport. And
I'll be on my suit and tie.
Yeah, and that's a really good album, by the way.
Yes,
I listen to it all the time. 2020. Catch it. So this is what we do. I'm just going to talk a little bit about how I got where I got as far as internships in general. And there may be some aspects of what you have to do to get an internship that some people may not know about. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to talk about it. I'm about to go.
Go for it.
So basic internships. Why is it important? Okay. For college students who came straight out of high school, unless you're working during college in the career field that you're studying for, you're going to need, and most programs are going to want you to have some type of experience. And internships is a way for you to gain that experience. I think recently, from Marty O'Connor, Dr. O'Connor.
Yeah,
Dr.
he's
Marty
a man.
O'Connor.
He's a man.
He's the one.
Yeah.
He's the one. You need an internship. He is the one to talk to.
He's the reason why I got into an internship. So.
Yeah, you know, after this bit, we'll ask you to hit up on how you got yours. I think they need to know. Like this is really big. This is really important.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's
huge.
I don't think there's anything called starting too early when it comes to internships, because they come in all different shapes, sizes, and flavors, and types and ways and methods. And there's so many out there that, quite honestly, you almost have too many options.
Right. But, that's the problem.
In some cases, that is the problem. So Dr. Marty O'Connor and the University of New Haven have this co-op piece. And I remember sitting in a class for my pre-internship for criminal justice, shout out to the CJ department, they mirrored it off of Boston College, wherein you get to, take a year off of school or whatnot, while getting credit for the course, go work full-time at an institution, at a program, at your PD department, at an organization who wants to partner with the school in a co-op program. Now, applications came out and deadlines passed and whatnot, but you can definitely ask your advisor about it, because this is a program that I think is going to definitely take off. But let's start at how do you prepare for an internship? First things first, what do you want to do in life? Or what are you studying? And I'm a criminal justice major, so I'm going to look for things that have to do with criminal justice. Now, criminal justice is really broad. My concentration is crime analysis. And the first thing I did was, how much money does my career path make? How open is the field right now when I graduate? Mm-hmm. So not right now when I'm a freshman, but when I graduate, that means 3 years from now, when I get out, should I not go to a master's program? Is this going to be acceptable? I found out that, hey, when I get out, guaranteed part-time. You don't come out full-time unless you work in the field as a crime analyst for 3 or more years. So I'm like, okay, cool, bet. That's great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So 3 years later, I'm working. You go apply for a management position. That's 5 G's off the top. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, so 4 years of school, 3 years of part-time work, and then I get to finally make an attempt to be a manager and make 5 G's a month. So I looked at the hot spots, New York. I found out there was New York, there was Florida, there was Texas, so on and so forth. But definitely
Florida, bro.
The sun.
The sun.
I can't afford to get any darker.
The sun, the beaches. What's going on, my dude?
We had real lighting in here. We had to get like 10 extra lights up in here. Like, I can't afford to get any darker than I am right now.
I need it. I need the sun.
See, that's the difference between Hector and myself. He needs a tan.
There are clear differences.
I need a reverse tan, just a little bit, just one shade. That's all I need, just one shade. But a lot of the reasons why I got
He makes it work.
A lot of the reasons why I got to the position where I am now, and I'm gonna tell you what the title of my internship is now, is I work for the Vital Initiative for the Department of Defense.
Nice.
And VA. So the Department of Defense Veteran Affairs Vital Initiative. Okay, I do not remember the definition of the acronym, just know that it's really important. Sorry to my supervisor if she watches this video. But
send it straight to her.
But basically, what I'm doing in the Vital program is I'm acquiring information that tracks veterans who are incarcerated and whether or not they continue their education while they're in, and whether they do it when they get out. So essentially, I do a lot of research. So when you're in research methods for whatever school or whatnot that you're in, this is important. I do research for articles, what journals have put out about prison education, prison population. Do veterans identify? What are they doing for veterans that are in and out? And then in addition to this program of me doing this research, it's like I get to connect with major heads of the corrections, the head of corrections education program.
And that's key.
That's key. That's important. And other various programs that have to do with criminal justice outreach for veterans and so on and so forth. So I'm not just talking to some person at the bottoms. I'm talking to somebody who's in middle ground management, and then in other cases who's at the top of the tier for that program. So my network gets to grow. And in addition to getting this internship, you have to consider network. Who do you talk to?
Yeah.
Do you talk to the faculty? Do you ask other students, other seniors, and people who are in master's programs in some cases, how they got where they got? Or do you talk to people who are in the profession, and can they give you tips? And honestly, that's where I got now. That's how I got here. Is from networking, from doing research, and being involved on campus as well. Former president of the Veterans Association. I was able to meet, the different department heads here at the school, but being involved here at the radio station, I was then able to bring in a totally different dynamic of personnel who I would come across. So I met the banking commissioner of the state, I met the mayor, I met different nonprofit organizations who were doing things specifically for veterans. So the Veterans of Foreign Wars, the American Legion, who else? Veteran outreach coordinators for the VA. So I've been able to entrench myself and put myself in a position to capitalize on this internship. And quite honestly, it may lead to a job with the Department of Defense.
Well, here's the thing with that, like leading into a job, you have a lot of charisma. This thing is like, they like people with character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you have character and you display that pretty openly, but again, professionally, then you're good. So that's really interesting, like your side of it, because you had to build it from the inside out. Right. I was kind of the opposite.
Yeah. So Hector got a bit of it. He's got to talk. He's got to tell y'all about how he got his. I think his was really dope. Go ahead.
So for mine, again, I went to the man, Mario O'Connor, right?
Mario O'Connor.
And he is an angel of UNH. He really is. Because when I wanted to make a switch, since I am a criminal justice major, I wanted to make somehow of a switch into communications. So what he told me is that finish your degree in criminal justice, but have a minor in communications, whatever other electives you have. So I'm like, all right, so I'm going to graduate. I'm going to graduate with a bachelor's in criminal justice with a minor in psychology and communications. That looks good on anything I want to get into, technically. So he said, do that and go and talk to this person from Bridgeport who will help you greatly, who was actually a new crime news reporter for the New Haven Register.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then he moved to Bridgeport 3 years ago.
Whoa.
So again, he's in my vicinity. He's in my town. So I contacted him.
High five.
Yeah, contacted him. I think one of his secretaries or assistants sent me an email saying, let me get your resume. So I did that. Got an interview straight off the bat. And the thing is, I came in on Wednesday day. I got emails saying, we want to schedule an interview for tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. So
check
I'm like,
your emails.
Yeah, I'm like, exactly, check your emails. I was screaming. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get my resume. They want 2 writing prompts. So I had to get all this stuff figured out. I got a suit. Yeah, suit and tie.
That's what I saw.
Pink shirt, pink tie.
Salmon, it wasn't pink.
Yeah, salmon. Okay. Let me just get a tan. We'll see what color it is.
Maybe it's because I came outside and the light was different. That's what happened.
So I went in for the interview, and as we're talking, it was more of a conversation than an interview. Mm-hmm. But again, it was really fun. They really liked me on the first impression, and I got the interview, or I got the internship. So that was, again, working from the outside in, so to speak. Again, going to Mario O'Connor, giving me this outside information, then going to them. So again, being forward, being really direct, and showing your confidence, but not being over cocky about it.
Right. Humility. And confident.
But I think what really helped me was that the mayor of Bridgeport showed it on my interview.
Whew. Woo.
Yeah, the mayor of Bridgeport, Bill Finch, showed him my interview.
They call that rubbing elbows with the big guys. If you didn't know, that's what it's.
But that's the thing. Like when he came in, I was like, "This is my perfect opportunity to capitalize on this internship."
Boom.
Because when he came in, they're doing an advertisement for Bridgeport to like show how Bridgeport become a better community. So
better community.
There you go.
In there, student.
Yeah,
internship,
exactly.
interview.
So it was perfect. And then when they're showing this ad, and Bill's like, "Oh yeah, but I think they could add this, and that." I was like, I kind of agree with that, but maybe they could do this and then that. So like my own input,
on what's about to get advertised in his own home city. Priceless.
So see what I mean? And then my sister is also a marketing director for Dr. Express Healthcare Center, which is an urgent care center in Bridgeport, and she is really the talk of the town because she is a marketing director. She is really good at what she does. So she is my own leg up on who to know and what to know kind of stuff.
But the key element about what the two of us said, Hector and I, network.
Yeah,
it's really important. Like I don't know if you've ever been to the Career Development Center. If you're a student at UNH, but if you haven't, you need to go.
Yeah.
They have seminars. I think they've had a couple of seminars about how to write a resume, how to write a cover letter.
I went to them a couple of times.
You know, and I've gone there. I actually put an application for one of their assistant positions in there for the fall.
Oh, really? Okay.
Hopefully I get. It'd be really cool.
Yeah,
I hope you watch this video too.
You will.
You know, I'm putting you guys out there. But
no, they are really good. But I went up there to see if I could get some help on like what I want to get into, what other fields are there. They gave me like 6 sheets of like different jobs I can get into for what I want to do with communications.
Right.
And journalism.
And in some cases, like when you go there, it's not just for permanent employment. They do internships too. They do apprenticeships.
Yeah.
They do. I mean, they are so connected.
You okay?
I almost want to drop a man tear right now. They are so connected that it's ridiculous. This school has so many resources. It's too much to handle. It's too much to capture.
It's all good though. It's it's all of our students' money going somewhere.
It's out of 100%, I would say, in my opinion, is 80% network and 20% education. And that doesn't mean that you slacken the 20%. You try to slide some of the percentage over. Like, no, it really is a hard 80 and then a hard 20.
No, they look at those numbers.
And they look.
Yeah,
your GPA counts, and your education counts, your intuition, all that counts. For example,
your Facebook and Twitter account.
Facebook and Twitter accounts, especially for you CJ majors. Shout out to the Henry Lee College again for letting us know that the first day we got into class as a freshman. That's the first thing they said. Fix your Facebook account.
Yeah, they said that to us too. Yeah.
All the garbage and stupid, crazy photos that you don't need that. You don't need that in your life at all.
I was never like that though. I was never like that.
Well,
what I would always put was just one quote because I'm a inspirational kind of guy. I like to inspire all the beautiful people out there.
So look out for that poem coming in next year, April.
So there's that, and then again, I only do promoting now for Podcast Charge every Friday. Here, your host Hector Ramirez.
Hector on the money.
Bam.
Yeah. So wait. So let me sum this up real quick. So internships.
Yeah. Go.
Oh, let me get real quick into this other piece that's really important. All right. The reason why I say your GPA counts is quite honestly like there's a moment where me as a veteran student is likely to be hired or considered before anybody else at a job who's not a veteran.
So advantages.
And I have advantages.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't get an internship. Why? Because my GPA wasn't 3.0. So I can get hired for a full-time job that may potentially pay $45,000 to $55,000 a year, but I couldn't get an internship. And I needed an internship for criminal justice as a requirement.
Yeah.
So
yes, it is.
That 20% counts. That 80 network and 20% education, that really counts. So I definitely fixed that, and I am where I am now. So
shoot for that dean's list.
That's
shoot for that dean's
3.5. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
And it comes down to that too when you head to head.
Mm-hmm.
So big up. Do your research. Find out where you're going to be after your 4 years, whether it's profitable, whether you love what you do, and make sure you get your education down, man, and network. That's really what happens when it comes to internship.
Exactly. And one last thing. Everything doesn't have to be related. Like for internships, you could probably go into internship you probably don't like at first, but who knows? Just try it out, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Taking risk. Again, having that confidence.
Don't be afraid. This is my quote. You can quote me on this. Quote Justin Page Farrar. Don't be afraid to fail. Okay? That means you'll never try.
No, that's a good quote. That's a good quote. But I think that is. I even want to
that's all I got.
Get off your chest.
That's all I got right now.
Just.
I can say some other stuff real quick. I can just tell you how my bachelor's degree is organized. I'm a criminal justice major with a concentration as a crime analyst and a minor in business management. Crime analysis has its own career field. Criminal justice, you can essentially work anywhere and business manage it. You can become a part of the management position and do what you got to do. So I got a triple threat on one bachelor's degree. That's due diligence.
That's pre-planning. So thank you guys for watching this episode of Podcast Charge. Again, episode 3. Went over some awesome topics. It was a very fun episode. We got some good news out of the way. Yeah. And we had a wonderful conversation with my good friend, Justin Farrar. We've been friends for how long? 3 years now? Ever since I was a freshman. 3 years.
Actually, yeah, man. We met in the FYSC, First Year Success Center. Successful friendships.
Yeah.
It was all about.
Yeah, long time. All right, so thank you again for joining me today. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. We're going to have you back soon, right?
Hey, anytime, man. Anytime. You know, I'm always around.
And shout outs to, again, if you want your any social media out there, Facebook, anything like that?
No, not right now.
No, you're all good? Okay.
No. Maybe next time. Yeah. Next time I'll share.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So, hit up Charger Bulletin by the newspaper. It comes out every Wednesday with some awesome stories, again, from one we just read to you. So you can follow Charger Bulletin on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff where I post up different pictures. I mean, I try to here and there. And also you can follow me on @MachoChannel213 on Twitter or my YouTube channel @Macho Channel. So definitely look into those if you're interested. And stay tuned for the next week's episode of Podcast Charge, where we have another guest from the Communications Club.
Yes.
So, really cool. Again, thank you, Justin, for joining me.
Oh, you're welcome, man.
And
tune in, baby. Tune in.
Wait, what's that?
Friday.
What does Buzz Lightyear say?
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
Buzz, buzz, buzz. Says a
Lightyear to the rescue?
Something like that.
Buzz, buzz. No, Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. Yeah, Buzz Lightyear to the rescue.
Is it? I thought it was like Godspeed or something like that. I don't know.
Google it.
But again,
Google knows all.
Thank you for watching Podcast Charge.